Right, comes on an inverse down the outside. Around the turn, they come into the straight. Scott Shepherd over the jump.
In 1980, after 3 years of racing at the Windsor BMX track and sending our Aussie riders over to the USA, Blair organised our suppliers to send out their best riders in their teams to go head to head with the best riders we could put against them, a true international event. This was called the Coke Challenge, Australia versus the USA. The event was aimed at further promoting BMX in Australia as a sport for all ages and levels. To do this, we had riders from all age groups, from local juniors through to the teenagers, and then the best adult pro riders. There were also races especially for the girls. And we have also had jump competitions. The weekend was well supported with large crowds of spectators and a huge amount of riders. In true form, we had typical Queensland summer weather with skies opening up and creating havoc, with plenty of mud for the riders to negotiate. Because of the weather and the high number of riders, it was chaotic in the pits, and marshalling was a challenge, which added to the excitement and the atmosphere. Blair had a huge amount of parents and other volunteers who contributed to making each meet a success. Starters, flag marshals and other officials like Percy Scarden, George Wirt and Robbie House, just to name a few. There was also professional motocross commentator, the Mouth, Bob Johnson. Blair often took the microphone to do the commentary at the race meetings. Here he is with Aussie media sports journalist Colin Young up in the commentary box.
The USA Pro Riders were represented by Redline's Stu Thompson and John Cruz, SE Racing's Scott the Old Man Bryhopt, Shimano's Bobby and Sinis Larry Roos, Skyway's Denny Davido and Seth Bassini, and Mongoose's Kenny Nachman and Jeff Kosmala. In Australia, we supplied Peter Wirt, Nick Linthorne, Andrew Linthorne, Peter Ellen, John Mullins, from Victoria Jamie Hales, and from Sydney Mick Wilshire.
There were lots of trophies awarded to the winners of all age groups, and some were presented by our suppliers who also made the trip out here.
From Mongoose, we had Skip Hess. From Everything Bicycles, we had Howie Cohen. From Redline, we had Lynn Caston. From Skyway, we had Chuck Rodman. From BMX Action magazine, we had Bob Osborne. From BMX Plus magazine, we had Mike Aguirre.
The biggest trophy for the weekend was the Big International Challenge Cup, which was won by the USA team. This was the last big event that we put on before the Queensland BMX Association took over the running of the sport here in Queensland.